Spam so big. Spam and rice.
Oh, spam and rice. Oh, Julie's special.
That's basically
Oh, the lime bar? Nice. Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah. Oh, Rebecca, French wine bar. We should go there.
Except don't say it's so much better when you do spinach.
Oh really? So what they do is basically like so say you have a company and you live in Malaysia and you need to do reconciliation. Like your dad has an assistant. Yeah. And so then you say, okay, we need 3 assistants for our team. And I say, okay, what they can do, what they can just take to me. And so then I go, okay, we can do that for you. And then I have a talent team and say, okay, and they put it out there and say, it's 3 jobs. And then people apply and we interview them. And then they live in one of our offices. They work for your business.
This is how Megan O'Donnell gets her staff.
Yeah, she would be doing it a lot more dodgy because she would be doing it direct. And so there's just been a court case in Australia. There was a lady based in, actually I don't know whether she was Philippines, but I think she was. And companies hired her direct, because then they paid her nothing.
Yeah.
And so then she said, I'm pregnant, and they fired
Just
her.
have it on the next break.
And so then they said, well, technically she's worked for your company directly with Australian and she's an Australian employee. You have to pay them wage, you have to pay
It will, but there's no trade-off. We've got past
and you have to backdate.
I was going to say you don't.
And you're not allowed to
It's
use
not a
something
train.
unfair dismissal.
It's like
I'm certain Megan
I'm
O'Donnell's
certain
paying the cheapest way
there's not
possible.
track 15. It's like 10 minutes.
So we do a management fee on top, so we do all of their computers, they sit in the office,
Yeah.
and then they get all of these, like, benefits and stuff like that. Because as they said, if we gave if the staff just got an extra $100 a month or whatever, or a year, sorry, or a month or whatever, that wouldn't go to them. They just go straight to the family.
Oh,
This way, that's something they can do. So they hired out a water park, you know, Redhill, like that, but in the Philippines, for 3 weekends straight.
Yeah.
And they just had staff go. They had 8,000 people go through in 3 weekends.
But you're right though, that is, unless you give like tangible goods, that if their family like take everything.
Yeah, and we were talking about this, like,
Yeah.
because lots of people, they're like, oh, you know, and he would be like, oh yeah, I'm paying for my niece and nephews to go through university right now, or, you know, and lots of them still live at least 3 generations together.
Yeah.
We go past
Oh dear,
Oh, I
that
did
I
like
remember
that
sat
one.
there.
Yeah.
Ben actually spent about 12 hours saving a table there, remember?
I do.
We had to
So
watch,
well.
we wanted to watch the Euros final and they said we won't reserve tables.
Yeah.
So just first in. So Ben sat there from like noon for an 8 o'clock game.
Oh my god. Was anyone else sitting there with you, or was it just you?
Yeah. But we did have a
We all
table.
celebrated. We thought England had won.
But we did have a table there solidly, otherwise we wouldn't have had it.
You know, I remember going to where it's like early days when the World Cup was on, and I don't know if it was in Australia, but it was England, Australia, and we were all out, whatever, and it was the end of the game, and Australia lost, but like an hour later on party, and it was like,
I like this bit of fun.
I can't remember who won.
We definitely knew who won at this one because when they lost, they literally flicked the lights on and said, "Get out." Like we didn't finish our drinks or anything. It was just get out.
Because England lost.
And then we were like roaming around the streets. Ben and I were like, "Oh, maybe we're."
Beyond the saloon.
They had one in the another one 2 years ago. They got to the final, and Brazil and things, and then England lost.
Yeah.
But all these guys that come into Reigate to watch it,
yeah.
and then I come in because
Yeah.
the guys actually built a knockout 21st night in the middle of Reigate High Street. Guys
up first and then you went back to bed.
You go first to Charlie up first. And what? And then you come right back to the room and then you go to the and when you went downstairs, you went downstairs.
Were you warm in bed last night, Emily? I think we should put through, you know those wine blankets downstairs? We can take one of those up tonight. I've been saying, like, there's actually a couple of them there. Yeah, every night. Oh, that's charming. That's charming. That's charming. We did have a shower today. High five for a shower.
Brush your teeth.
No, you weren't. I said how different you are. You're not the same to your sisters. When did you last have a shower? Meanwhile, you're like, I'm not going yet. I need to shower. By myself. Oh, did your mum ask you? Who was the one that was riding all my windows in my car? When you were home. So you remember Minnie? From Redhill? So we went for a walk at dinner the other night. We get back in my car and she goes, have your nieces been in your car? And I was like, why? On my back window. Slay.
Still there.
We couldn't work out what the other word was. But you know, because I'm getting
Maybe
through
that
the
was
day, I
random.
can't
We
see
got
it.
right here.
We don't know. I've got a photo of this. Yeah.
I'll tell you when we come and
Oh,
go.
okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, I gotta find it. There. I don't know, can you really tell if it's your handwriting if you're doing it with a finger? See, it's like slay something out. And then maybe a love heart. Oh, I just realised there's more words here. Yeah, true. I do like my new phone. I also like that it's smaller than the Pro. It's a little bit lighter. And I like the colour. I didn't like the colours of the Pro. It's a bit boring. Yeah. But what she got?
Do you have the iPhone?
if you take off location settings,
Ah,
like,
that'll help
that's
it.
my favourite one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? 3 weeks ago, just before I started the job. Because you remember my old phone that you couldn't actually talk on unless you had it on speakerphone? I thought it was time for an upgrade. And then I had to buy a phone for work as well. So I bought two the same week.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
one's 17
Go
and
around this
17.
bus stops behind us.
Okay.
So that's Redhill.
One's 17 and one's 17 Pro.
That's above that McDonald's where you go for the first time into the one of the buildings like
No,
crack
17.
concrete.
You couldn't get 16
So
for
they
that.
have to reinforce places.
We just
Yeah,
got
basically
jump off
falls
them.
down. They say basically the life cycle of concrete is 20 years.
Yeah.
I think they look exactly
I've
the
heard
same.
of, yeah, post fencing concrete and everything else, but
Yeah, and
you're right,
don't know what it's called, like